What a difference a week or 10 days makes, am I right? Listen, it wasn't too long ago where Xbox fans were swearing up and down that they were going to sell off their Xbox consoles and migrate to the PlayStation 5. Fast forward a little bit and we see that so many fans are reversing course. Now, I certainly get called a flip-flopper a lot for many numerous reasons. I think it's obvious that it's okay for people to change their mind or be upset with something they like. And that's perfectly fine. I've never considered myself a flip-flopper or anything like that. I just considered myself someone who believed in something and wasn't fully convinced that they believed in themselves. So happy to report that now they seem to believe in themselves and, take what the fans want seriously. Also, I had to learn to let go of the anger because to think or believe that Microsoft gave a crap about me one way or the other or tried to make me upset is absolutely ridiculous. Now, Sony, on the other hand, everybody was hyping up that showcase, weren't they? Oh, it's going to be the death deal to Xbox. Phil's already waving the white flag. I'm going to get rid of my Xbox. I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5. I can't wait to see what Sony has. And now, all of a sudden, we fast forward right now, and it's like the exact opposite. It's so quiet on the social media front for numerous reasons. First of all, the Fable thing, which I've already talked about. Fable's going to be at the showcase. We're lining up for a potential... Now listen, these are the games that I am 100% sure are going to be there, and many have been confirmed, But these games right now, with nothing else, would absolutely slaughter anything that Sony's announced in the last couple of years, right? So we're going to see Forza Motorsport. We're going to see Starfield have its own showcase. We're going to see Avowed. We're going to see Fable. We're going to see Hellblade 2. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. They've also confirmed surprises, and there's different things that kind of line up as surprises, things that maybe we didn't even know about. Think about it for a second. Doom came out in 2016. Doom Eternal, 2020. So about a 4-year development period right there. Now, we're in 2023, meaning that they could be primed to announce the next Doom and for it to come out next year. Next year's slate is pretty quiet. We don't know what's scheduled to come out next year. Although I will say that I think Fable would be a good candidate to come out next year because it's the 20-year anniversary of Fable as well. So there is that. Also, Machine Games has been working on Indiana Jones for an extremely long time now. They actually announced Indiana Jones before Microsoft owned them. So think about that for a second, right? They announced that before Microsoft even owned them. That is a huge get. We don't know what to expect from there, but there's a lot of projects in the work at Microsoft. There's the Project Tatanka, which is Halo's BR game. They could reinvigorate Halo. We might see a new Gears announced. They don't even have to do a gameplay of that. I mean, we kind of all know what Gears looks like. Just do a, CGI or whatever. And, hey, Gears is back. And maybe the last couple games were just a dream and we're still Delta Squad fighting, Locust. Because that's what everybody wants. But everybody's saying, hey, expect the biggest showcase. And listen, I see this a lot on social media. People go, temper your expectations. Temper your expectations. Temper your expectations. I am the exact opposite of that, right? There is no tempering of Xbox expectations here, right? Common sense tells you that 3 to 4 years is more than enough time to give a slice of these games to let them be showcased. Right? If take a look at this, I mean, I don't think now there is a couple of games that I think we probably won't see. We probably won't see Everwild. We probably won't see Perfect Dark. Unfortunately, whenever those studios coming together on different areas and things, but at the same time, we could see State of Decay 3. We could see Contraband. We could see something that's unexpected, something that we haven't maybe even thought about yet. A new Wolfenstein, maybe, I don't know. But what I do know is that it's perfectly okay for everybody that's an Xbox fan to be excited. Don't be dictated by the past, right? And that's partly my fault, like the BGST team, and that's not a knock on us, per se, but I mean, we love Xbox. Back in, 2016, 2017, when we're like, wait to E3, and people go, well, I've been hearing that for years. Yeah, it sucked that, we were too stupid to realize that how the hell were we going to get a bunch of exclusives announced when they had 4 studios, right? Literally had 4 studios. That's it. You know? And it's crazy to think that, you know, people go, oh, well, they have new studios now. Yes, they have a lot of studios. We could see something from Compulsion Games. It's been a while from them. But it's like when they acquired Compulsion Games, they were still doing We Happy Few, which was obligated to be a multiplat, and they had obligations for the DLC. And so that's sort of what happened there. You know, if you look at Psychonauts 2 with Double Fine, same situation. They were obligated to do a multiplat. Deathloop, obligated to do that as a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Ghostwire, PlayStation 5 exclusive. So it's going to take some time for some of those rounds to be reloaded. But Microsoft obviously has big plans for the fans and big plans for their showcase. If they're already teasing Fable, like pretty much outright, I think that goes to show, hey, you know, we have some awesome things, and we're not afraid to kind of showcase this and let us know, you know, what's going on long term for the platform. Because Microsoft, honestly, they have done such an amazing job lately. Yes, they aren't going to always win the Media Darling Awards and all this kind of stuff, but I think that fans and people are starting to kind of come back to the platform. And yeah, people think Microsoft screwed up by, you know, doing this or that, but I really feel like, you know, you can't blame them for taking their time with games. You know, they don't want there to be a Redfall situation. And for those of you herbs that are out there and you're going to say something to me like, well, I tempered my expectations because Redfall. I implore you to look at the past 3 years of Xbox first-party releases, and feel free to use the stuff that they had to release on other platforms due to contractual obligations. If you're going to say Microsoft was at fault for Redfall, well, Microsoft was also at fault for Deathloop being an 88 and a Game of the Year candidate. Microsoft was also at fault for The Outer Worlds being a Game of the Year candidate. Microsoft was also at fault for Ghostwire Tokyo, which is like an 83 on Xbox. You know, Forza Horizon 5, a 92. Flight Simulator, a 91. You know, Halo, a 87. Yes, they lack content after launch, but they've rebounded nicely and have a good, clear direction now. They did what was necessary there. And I don't think people are giving them enough credit for that. And, you know, I hope that they do kind of, you know, start to get some of that, you know, that credit that they deserve, as well as the idea that, you know, Microsoft obviously can really only count on themselves at this point. You know, they can't really go out there and count on anybody else. The media is not going to give them any love. The media is not going to give them any attention. But if you were somebody that, you know, if you were somebody that thought Microsoft had to, you know, had to show this or had to show that, like, you're welcome. There's no kicking people out of the Xbox community. Look, if you're an Xbox fan, you're an Xbox fan. Who cares? Maybe you were somebody that threatened to go to PS5. Who gives a crap? You know, I think you're always welcome to be an Xbox fan or a play. It doesn't really matter. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, why would you be on something, ride the escalator down, and then right before the end, you know, 10 feet before the end, you jump off? That doesn't make any sense. If you've supported Xbox this long, you might as well continue to support. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you excited for what they're showcasing? All this stuff is good news. Are you surprised that so many people are kind of backtracking on the negativity? Let me know. I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.